Hi, I'm here with High Desert Mavericks pitcher, right-hand pitcher, Chris Sorce. And Chris, 2011 is getting off to a real fine start for you. What's the key to the season for you?
This year, my focus is just going out throwing more strikes. I'd really like to cut my walks in half. So far, I've been able to cut out my walks, knock on wood. It's really easy to pitch when you got a defense as good as ours. And especially, our catchers. Our catchers always call good games for me. And, just throwing strikes, letting them put the ball in play, seems to be doing the job so far.
Now, you went to Pensacola Junior College, and then after that you went to Troy University. How well did Pensacola prepare you for Troy and really for the big leagues?
Actually, junior college, the Panhandle Conference was actually pretty solid conference. I was able to get my feet back on the ground after I left LSU my freshman year. Getting to junior college, playing some good competition, and then I was able to get up to Troy and do the same in the Sun Belt. Really just getting in there. I moved from a starter. I was a starter in junior college, and I got turned into a closer at Troy, and then I was able to get picked up out of Troy. Thank God.
Now, so far professionally in 2011, at least when I last looked, you didn't have any walks to your credit. So your control's been outstanding. What's the key to your control being that sharp?
Honestly, that was my biggest focus going into spring training, was just pounding the strike zone. Never really had a problem with walks, but at the same time, as a pitcher, the less free passes you give them, the odds are more in your favor. And that's just kind of what has been my goal this year, was just to limit the walks as much as I could. And, just getting out there, pounding the strike zone, and, not being afraid to let them hit the ball. And that's what I've been able to do so far.
Now, I believe as a college player, in order to try to make some extra money, you were giving pitching instruction, hourly pitching instruction to kids and stuff?
Not necessarily in college. I did that a little bit this offseason. And, it was good. And giving the pitching lessons, actually, whenever you're forced to teach it, you gotta implement what you're teaching at the same time. And, getting out there teaching, you kind of teach yourself. And, I'll probably do the same this offseason. Because I really think it helped me improve as much as I hope I helped the younger guys improve as well.
What's the most common mistake that you see out of young pitchers in their development? Maybe something that you've seen has been a theme with all of them. Is it just that they try to throw too hard, or is it they expect too much of a break on their ball? What exactly do you see as kind of a common denominator among all these young pitchers?
I think it's a combination of, one, you see guys get up there just trying to throw as hard as they can instead of just throwing strikes. The name of pitching is throwing strikes, and young guys get obsessed with who throws the hardest or who can make a curveball break the most. And for a younger guy, especially guys under 15, 16 years old, a curveball is really not going to do much for you. I mean, really, if you're throwing a curveball at a young age, I think it's going to end up hurting your arm at some point down the road, especially when you're doing it with bad mechanics. I just think the earlier guys learn that it's not about how hard they throw, and not about who can throw the best curveball at the youngest age. The further they'll go in their career.
Now, which is the most important element to you in pitching? Would it be location or deception?
Honestly, I think location. I think the best pitch in baseball is a well-located fastball. If you can look at a fastball outside, inside, up and down, that's almost 4 pitches right there that a hitter's got to worry about. And I mean, deception's a big role in it too. Some guys, who might be deceptive get away with throwing 85, 86 miles an hour, but they're deceptive, and the hitters make them look like they're throwing 95. So I mean, if you got a little bit of deception and you're able to locate, you're well on your way.
Well, what's funny is 98% of the guys I ask that question to, they say location first.
Absolutely. No
matter how hard they throw or how slow they throw, whether they got a great curveball or not, they think location is the key to winning pitching.
Absolutely. If you're not able to locate your fastball, I mean, odds are, the hitter's probably going to get used to seeing it. They're going to time you up, and they're going to put a good swing on it, a good barrel on it, and you're probably not going to last too long.
What kind of personal goals has Chris Sorce put out there for himself in 2011? What do you want to achieve this year?
This year, I'd really like to make the midseason All-Star team. This is my first full season team, so this will be my first opportunity to be able to make the All-Star team. So that was my main goal going into spring training, and that's still my goal right now.
Well, you're off to an outstanding start. Good things are coming your way. We want to wish you the best of luck in 2011. Thanks so much for being our guest on SoCal Go Live.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Chris Sorce, right-hander with the High Desert Mavericks, off to an outstanding start. Great control. Hasn't thrown a walk this year, and really has been pounding the strike zone.